Peace, family, peace. Peace, family, peace. Peace. Nah, Voice of the Ancestors is a book, family. Voice of the Ancestors is a book. Paperback book. We clear about that. Voice of the Ancestors is a book. Peace. Shout out to my cousin Gage. Shout out. Peace, God. Peace. Peace, family. We in here. We in here tonight. We in here. We want to talk about, kind of like a part 2 on foundational black Americans. A lot of people were very upset with me, basically, for my comments that I made the last couple, the last couple videos, really the last couple days. A lot of people got mad. So we're going to give those people an opportunity to call in and talk it out today. Because like I said in my other live video, we are clear. Foundational black Americans, we are made up of 3 groups. The black indigenous people who are already here on this continent, who were the first people of this continent. You dig? The black explorers and traders who came, and the enslaved brothers and sisters that came in shackles and chains from West Africa. So we've been clear about that. We've been clear about that this whole time. Can y'all hear me? Somebody said, what did you say? Can y'all hear me, family? Can y'all hear me? Peace and love. Peace, God. Peace. Can everybody hear me? Put yes in the chat room. Okay. You good. You good. Everybody's good. Okay. Just making sure, checking in. So, we might have a few trolls in here already who are just in here just to talk. Just to, stir controversy. Okay. Shout out to the family. Okay, like I say, we don't want to waste too much time. I want to first give an update on the books. If you ordered the books in the past 2 weeks, we're a little bit behind. So many orders, we're rushing to get them out, but I promise you, family, we're going to get them out. We're getting them out to you, family. We're getting them out to you, so make sure that you're on the lookout for your books. You'll be receiving a confirmation order via email. So, your books are coming. Your books is coming. Some will be going out tomorrow. A few more will be going out at the beginning of next week. So be out on the lookout for that. But we're going to get you covered, I promise you, family. So that's just a little update on the book. Also, I want to encourage the family real quick before we get started to continue to invest in the stock market. Don't just be a person who is on Instagram all day just to be on Instagram gossiping. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you're investing in the stock market. The stock market is going crazy right now. A lot of people gaining a lot of wealth in a lot of companies. Companies like Tesla, companies that we all know, are up over 200% on the year. Companies like Amazon they're up over like 70% on the year. That's a 70% return on your money. So if you put $1,000 in there in January, you'll be sitting at $1,700 right now. Stop missing out on opportunities. You dig? Get off the gram sometime and start investing. Want to encourage the family. Now I know that's gonna go over a lot of people's head, but it's all good. Somebody gonna take that and they're gonna start investing. You can download Stash and Stockpile to start investing, family. You can download Stash and Stockpile to start investing. But like I say, let's get into the main topic of the hour. If you are one of the people that I told to, let me pull out my book. If you're one of the people that asked to get on live tonight so we can have the dialogue, you had issues with what Brother Tariq said, you had issues with foundational black Americans, make yourself known now. Go ahead and request the live and I'll put you on, family. Go ahead and request the live so we can have the dialogue. That's what it's about. Shout out to the Queen Misi for the dope crew deck. Shout out to the Queen Misi. You did, yeah. Shout out to Robinhood too. Robinhood is another good app. A lot of investing app. You gotta be investing, family. It's too easy to invest. There's too much money being made right now. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know to invest in Amazon when you use Amazon all the time. You dig? You dig? Let me get my brother in. Somebody wants to come in. Peace to the God. Hold on, let me put it in my... Oh, man. Let me go live. Brother asked to go live. Let me see. I'm trying to put you in through now. What the hell? Live, brother. Shout out to the Garveyite brothers and sisters out there, Black Power. Shout out to the Garveyite brothers and sisters out there, Black Power. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The brother who talked about negus and niggas is Brother Polite. That's Brother Polite. Somebody asked about that. Okay, it's not going through. It's not going through. I don't know why it didn't go through unless you canceled it. But I guess I just started off because none of them are in here right now. And this is what I'm saying, family. A lot of people are very vocal in the comment section. But then when it's time to go live, they go ghost. Now, I announced this live yesterday. I asked people who were ready to come in and chop it up. I asked them, let's go live. Let's have a conversation. You dig? Let's have an intellectual conversation if you're truly about that. You dig? Just want to have a dialogue. Okay, my brother's trying to get back in. Let's see if I can get him in this time. See if I can get him in this time. Peace, God.
Yo, what's going on, brother? Assalamu alaikum.
Peace, 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 peace. How you doing, brother? Where you from?
I'm from New York, man, Long Island.
Okay. Are you what's your lineage? Are you a foundational Black American or are you from another?
I'm kind of, cut in between because my mother's a foundational Black American.
Right.
My father, he's a Caribbean, he's Jamaican.
We consider you my brother. That's you a foundational Black American. You still my brother regardless, even if you were immigrant.
Oh yeah,
you still my brother
love,
regardless. But yeah, much respect. So God, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
All right, so I watch Tariq Nasheed like a lot of people on your live and everything. And
Much
I
respect.
really love Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? He gives a lot of knowledge. So I see a lot of people always talking bad about Tariq Nasheed, basically saying that, you're talking about reparations for foundational Black Americans, but what about Caribbeans? What about Africans?
Right.
The problem about it is we have to get foundational Black Americans have to get the reparations from America. But when I'm talking about Caribbeans, I think they should get it from, I want to say, England, all these European countries and whatnot. Same thing with Africa. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria is basically taken over by France, the French. All these resources from Nigeria, other countries, they're going to Europe. So I feel that foundational Black Americans, what they have to do first is get their reparations, right? And then basically say, hey, look, we got our reparations. We basically have to tell everybody else that is African and Caribbean, fight with us to get these reparations. We'll fight with you to get the reparations from everybody else.
And like I say, I agree. But like I say, when we do in the Caribbeans, they have something called CARICOM, I believe it's called, where they're fighting for reparations with England to get their reparations and things of that nature. Foundational Black Americans, we don't get involved in that. I'm cheering for my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We don't get involved in that. When they named it CARICOM, we didn't go over there and say, hey, man, why y'all naming it CARICOM? Don't you know you African? Just that's the type of stuff we have to deal with, though. Foundational Black Americans, where we're fighting for reparations and things of that nature. People want to try to crowbar their way into the reparations. And then, like I say, it's no disrespect. No disrespect on anything. That's why I go live. I tell people all the time, I'm very accessible. You see what I'm saying? I ain't ducking, I ain't dodging nobody. If you got a question, I'm going to bring you on here so you can ask the question. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what we have is we have a lot of the immigrant coon class.
Yeah.
And I put an emphasis on immigrant coon class. All immigrants are not coons. I'm going to say that again because people like to take stuff out of context. And I'm not saying it for you. You're a good brother. But people like to take, look, Chase calling all immigrants coon. No. The immigrant coon class is the problem. And the problem is the conversation I have with a lot of my Caribbean brothers and sisters is this. If you don't check your coons, we going to check them. And that's what Tariq does a great job of. See, they know in their culture with their people, when they come over here, they call us little things like Yankees and Akatas and things of that nature. They don't check that. They pass that because that's people from their lineage. They laugh at they giggle at that. We say, cool, no problem. We're foundational Black Americans. Oh, you being divisive. See, we're not doing that no more, bro. It's not going to be playing both sides of the spectrum. So that's the thing about it, family. We love all our Caribbean brothers and sisters. I think if we look at it based off tangibles, the biggest Pan-Africanists in the world are foundational Black Americans. Nobody has eaten off foundational Black Americans like anywhere else. I mean, everybody eats off us. And we don't complain or nothing like that. You come here, we fight for you. Hey, come on, my brother. We support the Nigerian restaurant, the Jamaican restaurant the next day. We cool with that. But the moment we start identifying with our lineage, then the problem comes in. And that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, like I said, you my brother, we cheering for everybody to get their bag. Understand, this is not personal, this is business. If we allow immigrants to get part of our reparations, now you're going to have white Latinos getting reparations off of us. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have people who come from Europe, Italians. Oh, well, my grandfather, my grandpa, they came here from Italy. You giving the Caribbeans reparation, they're immigrants. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be real specific with the language. But that's all it is, God.
Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. I
That's
appreciate
all
it.
it is, man. Much respect, God. Let me get somebody else in here, though. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
Respect. Yes, indeed. You said Marcus Garvey started the American movement on wokeness. Okay, we got some more people in here. Hold on. Let me check my list because there was some certain people that really were begging to talk to me. Okay. Get my guy Noah in here. I'm gonna try to talk to people I've never talked to before. If I talked to you before, I might get you in at the end if there's nobody left. But I want to talk to some people, especially critics.
Hey, what's going
Peace,
on, brother?
God.
Peace.
Peace. How you doing?
Doing all right. I'm watching a lot of things going on out here in
Right.
America.
Right.
I know maybe you've seen me comment about the NFAC and what's going on with their leader and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I wanted to comment on it, I don't see a lot of pages like coming to the support and aid of black people who is actually putting their feet on the ground for other black people who's being basically, attacked by police. You know what I'm saying? He did come to the aid of, a young black woman who was killed by police.
Mm-hmm. You talking about Grandmaster Jay, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Grandmaster Jay.
Okay.
And I'm not in any affiliation or part of the NFAC, but, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I am a young black man in Panama. You know what I'm saying?
You said you're a young back. You kind of going in and out, brother. You kind of going in and out. I can't. Your screen is loading.
Could you hear me now?
Okay, it's freezing again.
All right. You hear me now?
Okay. Yeah. I can hear you. Go ahead.
So yeah, basically, I see this dude talking about Moors, but anyway, back to when we talk about back to when we talk about the whole thing, that black people was all over the world and built things all over the world.
Right.
If you talk about Angkor Wat and the pyramids of Giza, they all point at the same constellation. You know what I'm saying? Way before they even invented a metric ruler.
Right.
So half of these dudes over here is talking about certain things and like, you know what I'm saying, and making it about race thing. We all know it's a melanin thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
let me answer your question about the Grandmaster Jay situation. Respect the Grandmaster Jay. Based off my research, and let me tell you, this is just my opinion.
mm-hmm.
Certain things that I've seen from him, I think are very interesting as far as his role in the crowd he hangs with, his history and things of that nature, and that makes my antenna go up. Now, I'm from Atlanta. We were taught that if you ain't got no paperwork on nobody, shut up about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't start dragging, bro. He an agent, he this, he that. But
Facts.
Being a brother from Atlanta, certain things that I see from him, my antennas go up. And so I just stay cool. I'm not against the brother. I'm not for the brother. I'm just cool on it. So that's why I don't really speak on the Grandmaster Jay situation. Because like I say, over here in Atlanta, if you ain't got no paperwork on nobody, you shut up. You don't just start going and, oh, he an agent, he this, he that. So that's why I haven't really spoke on it. I've been sitting back, playing it close to the vest and just watching. You see what I'm saying? But as far as what do you mean? Go deeper on. I want you to talk about a little bit your opinion on foundational Black Americans. As far as, are you alluding to that we are being divisive, or I'm just trying to get the language clear, or what is your opinion on that? Because you're in Panama, right? You said.
No. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, but
Okay.
But my
Okay, you
lineage is
got
from
lineage. Okay.
all right,
Okay, I got you.
heritage and things like that.
I got
So, basically, I don't believe in that divisiveness. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Caribbean people, black people, you know what I'm saying, they will use it because remember, just like New York City is like a capital of the world in trade and commerce and things like that. So were places like the Panama Canal and places like that where all black people were shipped there from all over the world to go and build these things. So there's no way to sit there and differentiate people's lineage and DNA in order to give them reparations. Do I believe all melanated people deserve reparations in America? Yes. I do agree with the brother that was up here right before me too.
Right.
When he talked about basically, I believe that black people in America are the key because we've had the money for a long time. We spent the money on a lot of the wrong things. But if black people were to get the money and then spend it on Africa and spend it on the black Caribbeans and spend it in black Asia and things like that, black people would have more of a foundation around the world.
Respect.
Um,
I will say this. I don't think, my personal opinion, being a foundational Black American myself, it's not being divisive. It's not the end of it. What we're simply doing is identifying and putting highlight on our lineage because for so long, brother, they've told us that we were just slaves. You were just slaves. Even when we try to connect back to West Africa, understand this, we don't know what part of West Africa we came from. You see
exactly.
what I'm saying? We don't
Exactly.
know what part of West Africa. All of that was torn during our Ma'afa, our Holocaust.
Yeah, I
So
could
when
be
we
from
say
Ethiopia from
foundational,
all we know. We,
say, yeah, right, right. So all we know as foundational Black Americans is that we do have West African blood. We do have indigenous blood because we know, based on the evidence and the countless amount of proof and documents and things of that nature, that we were here before the slave trade as well. That Black explorers from Africa, from all over, the Nino brothers, the Mali Empire, we had already been coming over here engaging in trade and things of that nature. So when we say foundational Black Americans, we're identifying a lineage. And I think you allude kind of to you didn't say it, but the Pan-African concept. We all brothers from the same struggle. That's cool. That's an ideology. You can say I'm a foundation. So it's a difference. One is a lineage. I'm a lineage, just like you could be from a Jamaican lineage or a Panama lineage and still be a Pan-Africanist. We're not trying to take nobody lineage away from them. Everybody went through a horrible struggle as melanated people around the world, but all of us come from different lineages. You see what I'm saying? And we take pride in our ancestors that helped to pave the way in the countries that we came from. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it's being divisive, and I encourage more brothers like yourself, go on www.officialfba.com, and it breaks down what FBA stands for, going even down into the details of the flag. So I think that's important that a lot of people just jump. They hear Foundation of Black Men, oh, y'all being divisive. No, 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 no. We're not being
nah,
divisive. Right, right. We're not being
I don't, I
divisive.
don't, I don't disagree with that at all. I think
Right, right,
everybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there is no divisiveness in it. You know what I'm
right, right,
saying? I think every group should be just like when we were talking about, the Caribbean fighting with the UK, to get their stuff back, fighting with Europe to get their reparations. I believe, everybody is being colonized in some form, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? I would believe in South Asians, fighting with China to get their, to get their reparations because
right,
there's
right.
colonizing going all over the planet of darker skinned folk everywhere.
Right,
You know,
right, right. Respect, respect, God, respect. Well, let me get somebody else on here. A lot of people getting on here. I appreciate you calling in.
no doubt.
Much respect. Okay, let me get somebody else in here. Let me get somebody else in here. Get a brother's vocal in the comment section. Let me get them on here real quick. Peace, God.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace,
Much
brother. Peace, brother. Much respect. What's on your mind, brother? Talk to me.
all right. So, I don't have any issue. I don't have an issue with foundational Black America or ADOS or whatever what you call it. But what I would like to say is that there has always been a disconnect and a divide between, I call it the three tribes. Like, they'll have the 12 tribes. I call it the three tribes. You have continental Africans, You have the Africans on in Americas, and you have the Africans in the Caribbean. And the Africans in the Caribbean are the Africans of the Americas, because we looking at it. We're talking about the United States, but when we look at North America and the continents, we have to include Panama, South America, Central America, and these are the Americas. Through the transatlantic slave trade. First of all, the blacks in America are losing out if you're trying to get reparations from America.
You're freezing, brother. You're freezing. You're freezing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When it was just the 13 colonies.
You still freezing, brother. I can't.
Sorry.
Yeah. I can't. I'm losing you on the. It's stutter freezing.
All right. What I was saying was, during the transatlantic slave trade, right?
Yeah. I don't know what's up with the freezing.
Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time, please.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Okay, let me get this brother back on here, because the brother looked like he had something on his mind. Let me get him back on here. I'm waiting on him to hop back on. Waiting on that brother to hop back on. It's saying you want a request, but it's not letting me hold on, let me go back and find his name. Okay.
All right. Pardon me.
Nah, you
No,
good,
what
God.
I'm saying is, during the transatlantic slave trade, there was 13 colonies. It wasn't the America we used to. It wasn't the America that we know of, with the 50 states, et cetera, et cetera. When we had those 13 colonies, all that money was being sent to England, being sent to Europe. So the money, the reparations that we're looking for is in Europe. It's not in America. You get what I'm saying? Because during the Berlin Conference, when you had Portugal, Germany, France, England, and all these people divvying up Africa, right? When you had all these people divvying up Africa, that whole time period was what was considered slavery, right? So if you want reparations from 1850s, 1860, whatever, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to, the Juneteenth, because like I was born here, but my parents are from the West Indies as well. But if we want reparations and we're only looking to 1846, we missing out. All these other nations that we subscribe to, whether it's Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad, Africa, Panama, all of that is colonization. We were given those. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to see though. Didn't mean to cut you off. I'm trying to see though what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting? Because we know that the United States of America became its own country 1776, right?
Okay.
So it broke away from Europe, and we know during 1776 there was still the enslavement of African people here that this nation directly benefited from under the banner United States of America. So are you saying forget the United States, go straight to Europe and forget the almost 100 years of enslavement? Go ahead. Damn, the freezing killing us. Yeah.
Reparations collectively, meaning that we have to go after Europe, America, Portugal, and get that money collectively, like how they was at the Berlin Conference. The divide between the West Indian, the American, and the continental African, that's bullshit that we are holding on to. I believe that we have to purge out of our system, because what what I see that Tariq Nasheed does that I disagree with is the name calling. And like, for example, there was a live where this kid was saying that he was from the South. He was from, I think, South Carolina. And he was like, man, get the fuck out of here with that nose and with that and da 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 and blah 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 blah. That's divisive, because you, like, looking at me, you don't know where I'm from. Like, I don't know. Like, I understand that you say you foundational Black America, but if you were to look at me just off rip, because the way the oppression it works, it's not oppression on foundational Black Americans alone. The oppression is global, and it is, like the brother said before, it is the melanated being that is being attacked. Not just Americans, not just Africans, not just Caribbean folk. It's all of us, and we are a family. We just been divided and separated for a long time. And to put it short is, what we have to do to win this fight is do like what they did in Avatar. Do like what they did in Black Panther, which is unite on all fronts, from the people in the mountains, the people on the plains, the people over here, and combat the so-called devil that's keeping their foot on our necks.
Okay, let me say this, brother. Then I'm gonna have to end it because I got more people waiting.
No problem.
So I'm gonna end it right now and just go to the next person, but I'll respond back to you. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The brother brought up some interesting points. This is the thing, though. What we're fighting is, with foundational Black Americans, we're fighting a coon class of immigrants who come over here and sabotage us. See, everybody throws out the word unity. Unity, unity, unity. You cannot unify with coons. We got to be clear on that. You cannot unify with coons. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, family. Get that through your head. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, and this is the problem. This is the problem. Because what you have is, for example, on the HR 40, you have non-foundational Black Americans talking about the enslavement of foundational Black Americans on the HR 40. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So they will purposely put in people who have not been enslaved in the United States of America to speak on behalf of foundational Black Americans. And that's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Like I said, brothers and sisters, go get that check from England. Go get that check. And when you're done getting your check, we can swap. And then we can go for England. Okay, all that enslavement before 1776, going back to 1526. Oh, yeah, now it's our turn to get that check. Now you got to pay foundational Black Americans. We can take turns. We can take turns. You dig? That's no problem. But we have to get out this thing where I feel like we are just unity, unity, unity. Everything's about unity. Everybody don't want to unify. How can I unify with a Candace Owens? Somebody who say racism don't even exist. How can I unify with them? How can I unify with a lot of these coons? And what a lot of brothers don't understand is this. And I want to speak on this because he was talking about Tariq getting on a brother's nose and things of that nature. And oftentimes what you don't see, people who don't watch the lives, you don't see that these brothers are trolling, being very disrespectful in the room, being very disrespectful to the foundation of Black Americans. And I talked about that another time with the Jamaican brother. He was calling foundational Black Americans some coon shit. You call our lineage and you disrespect our ancestors while you're eating off our soil and the rights that they fought and died for. Oh yeah, we gonna roast your ass. It ain't gonna be no respect. You're disrespecting us. And we're talking about the coon class. Not all immigrants are coons. So I just want to clear that up. I want to clear that up. We cannot unify. I can say we can be on code. We can be on code. You see what I'm saying? But unity is too many miseducated brothers and sisters out here to unify. We would take all day trying to unify, because what they're going to do is they're going to put a person who has no ties to the United States of America. They might be second generation Nigerian and make them the face. And this Nigerian says, y'all don't need no reparations. That's the problem. That's why we're being specific about who you got to talk to. If we're talking about reparations for foundational Black Americans, you need a foundational Black American who you're talking to. This is why lineage is important. This is why lineage is important. What if England say, okay, we had slavery in Jamaica, but in order for us to give reparations to Jamaicans, we're gonna go talk to Chase. And they're going to say, well, shit, Chase is not a Jamaican. He don't have no lineage with us. You see what I'm saying? You see how where that comes into effect at? We cannot have people who are not of our lineage being our spokesperson. Yeah, we all African. Yeah, we all went through something, but all of us don't think the same. Plain and simple, family. All of us don't think the same. Let me get some more people on here though, real quick. But shout out to that brother. Let me get some more people that already haven't been on here. Let me get my Moorish brother on here real quick. He's been waiting a little while. Let me get my Moorish brother on here real quick. Peace, God.
Peace,
Peace, brother.
I
How you
was,
doing?
on here and I wanted to speak about this, this misnomer of this black word being tossed around. I'm sorry, I wanted to come on your live. I'm not trying to come and steal any of your fans or anything. I just want to clear
No,
that
no,
up
no, no.
because this black
But
thing is getting out of hand. I want to clarify it. The word black is an adjective. Is it not?
go ahead, brother. I'm listening. I'm listening.
The word black is an adjective.
Okay, okay.
An adjective is not a noun, is it?
Oh no, no.
All right, so how can a human being be a black person? Even if you go in the etymology of the word, it means pale. I can bring several dictionaries that I have. They're very old, but they're all etymology dictionaries. And if I look up the word black in the etymon of all words, it has the etymon. All words have etymology. So if you got a word like cat, it's a connotative linguistic. The word cat, any word is American. First of all, it's the newest language on the planet. English.
Okay.
It's the newest language. So it's for commerce. It's not for people to use as in like making money. It's for business. That's another thing. But it's a misnomer. They gave it to us in around the black Christian codes in like 18. No, let me check it. 1776 is when they declared their independence. And when they started the school systems in 1902, John D. Rockefeller and Frederick T. Gates started the school systems. They started it. And that's when they started giving us these names and giving us the history of their history, not world history. They don't teach world history in school. So this is why everybody think that they're black. But it's no, ever since then, before then, it wasn't, people were getting punched in the face by calling these getting called by misnomers. We were morals. We can't fall as one thing and get up as another. It's impossible.
Okay. Can I ask you something, brother?
Yes, you can ask me any question you want. I don't
Two
know anything. I'm
questions.
a master student.
Respect. Two things. What does black have to do with us getting reparations? If we're under a system of white supremacy, we've been dealing with these white supremacists for the longest. They don't respect constitutional laws. They change them as they see fit. The only thing they respect is finance, the loss of money, and the loss of life. We've
Right.
known that. So how does changing people's name or identifying with more help to change our reality? And the second part question, what is the etymology of the word more?
Okay. I'm gonna give you the etymology of the word more first, since you asked me that. The
Oh,
etymology
respect.
of the word more. I have a book by a Moor. This book it says mer to more. Mer. The word more is Old English and it's not Latin. It's anything. It's Morse Latin. The word more itself. It means if you look it up in any dictionary, it's going to tell you that it means Muslim, a person. More. Plus, where Moors became from a woman. We came from a woman. We maneuvered through our navel of a woman. More. We're ancient Moabites, Canaanites, Hittites. You know about those tribes? Moabites is short for more. Moabite. More is short for Moabites. The Moabites tribes. You know the tribes of Africa. This right here. If you get this book, it will tell you what more, where it came from, where it derived from, the etymology of the word. They put it in a dictionary, and in the dictionary, it tells you that it separates the noun from the adjective. It says black a more. Black is an adjective, and it has the noun behind it as more, a noun. You can look it up. It's a noun. An adjective is separated. That's why they put it in a dictionary. But most people can't read because they don't read the etymology of words. You don't read it. They don't read. They don't like they read the word what they tell you. But then all the new dictionaries are brainwashing tools. But the old dictionaries will tell you what the words mean. And then you got to go into. You can't just read a word and think that's where it came. You got to find out the etymology, like you
No,
said.
I know about the etymology of
So
words.
you can't just say the word more came from this. No, they brainwash us. I can give you this book. I was reading this book earlier. This book will tell you about when they did it and what time they did it and how long they've been doing it. It's not I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm just getting on it. I've been on it for 5 years. I mean, literally 8.
Respect.
So I'm not
Respect.
down in the European, you have to know your enemy. And the word, you can't get anything. That's why you ever hear the Dred Scott case? The Dred Scott case tell you that the man was freed. He was freed. You can research this. This is public record. The Dred Scott, I'm gonna give it to you in a short terminology. The Dred Scott case was he got free from working and he became a so-called black person. Black. I'm going to specifically the word black. So he became free, and then they locked him up, and he said he had to go back to a slave owner because he wasn't free. He said yes. Then he went to the Supreme Court. He beat the case in the little cases, and they went to the Supreme Court. The guy, we filed it and went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court locked Dred Scott back up because he said he wasn't using the surnames that the Moors created, which is Al, Il, Day, Bay, and Ali.
Okay.
Truth.
Let me interject, brother. Respectfully. Much respect to your knowledge, wisdom, and information, God.
Yes.
The reason why I asked, what does that do? I know Moors who were locked up for tax evasion who claim they didn't have to pay tax.
No, that's dirty Moors.
But let me finish, brother. Let me finish, brother. I know Moors locked up for tax evasion who claim they didn't have to pay tax. They had their Moorish citizenship card. They had all that. They got locked up because we live under a system of white supremacy. I know Moors who have went in mansions and squatted in the mansions and said, no, this is my mansion. I'm a sovereign citizen. This is my land. X, Y, and Z. They got arrested. They got locked up. I know Moors who committed murder and said, I'm not bound by any of this government land. I'm above this. And they're locked up right now. So that's why the key thing is this, because I feel like we can play semantics all day long. And I feel like we are trying to, there's no reclassifying yourself out of white supremacy. I've never seen anybody change their name and their situation just automatically change. I haven't seen it.
711 AD, we went to Spain. Moors.
Freezing, brother. You're freezing.
711 AD don't have anything to do with slavery. Back then we were Moors. So how are we black now?
Who called us Moors?
We called us Moors.
I've never seen that, brother. I've never seen us call ourselves.
All you gotta do is research. Reference my research.
Yes, sir. And anybody who listening, you can go to etymology online and look up the etymology.com.
Yes.
And look up the etymology of the word Moor, and it's gonna tell you it goes back to the Greek word mevro, which means black. So that's what it's gonna. Hey, it's on the site.
Latin. Don't get it twisted. Latin.
It's on the site. And let me finish, brother. This is what I'm saying. We gotta have discipline, brother. I've been letting you talk 10 minutes, brother. I let you talk 10 minutes.
Hebrew is the original languages, bro.
Go talk, brother. Go ahead.
Come on, bro. I know the Greek fraternities go by the Greek and all that. I'm not a part of those occults. I know history. I know the truth, bro. You can't give me that, and then that's what you tell those people that's brainwashed. I'm a scholar. I study this 24 hours a day. I'm not trying to get in you. I'm not trying to blow what you got going on. But black is a dead term in Latin in law. Period. Civilutum mortuus. This is truth. You can't go around it. The Dred Scott case tell you, and you can research it. This is your going by what your government and what they say, and by colleges. The government don't matter. The Supreme Court don't matter. Dred Scott case tell you that you have to have a surname, and it's not European. But all these names that we're using are European names. That's why everything we own before we die go back to them. Nothing we own, so-called black rich people, these Boule members and all that. I know about everything. But at the very end of the day, people don't want to hear it. You can look it up and research it yourself because it's hard. If I lead a motherfucker to the water and say the water is good, and the Europeans say this water is poison, don't drink it, then they give you a bottle of poison water. Like, at the very end of the day, the truth is the truth. You can't take away from the truth. It's an adjective, period. That right there is third grade grammar.
Okay, and last question, brother. Again, you never answered. How does this help us get out the predicament we're in by changing more? We know that people, if you want to call them Moors, so-called black people. I hear y'all say
Aboriginal. I'm not going to call them
Aboriginals.
Yes.
We're suffering. We have a wealth gap. We've been enslaved.
Obama signed the rights to indigenous people. He did it when he was in office. That's the only thing he did for so-called black people. He told you who you are. This is the truth. Look that up. Signing the rights of indigenous people. And in the Constitution, it says that every human being has the right to a nationality. Black is not in the Census Bureau. It's no representative for black people in the U.S., the World Census Bureau, the UN. It's no representative for the word people black at all. At all. So how can you, no nation, no flag, no nothing, no government?
But again, I'm saying, what is that you're saying what's in the Constitution. We know
Not
these people do not honor the Constitution. That's what I'm telling you, brother. So the Constitution, what the name of it?
being black and not going to war if they don't honor them. I'm confused.
You said, when have we went to war?
Did we have a fight?
It keeps freezing. Yeah,
So
I
I
can
know
hear you, but it's going. Okay, brother. Much respect to you, God. Much respect to you. Peace. Okay, that was our Moorish brother. That was our Moorish brother. That was our Moorish brother. So shout out to him. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the freezing. I don't know what's up with the freezing. My line is clear. I know I got all my Wi-Fi bars. My line is clear. You did, but that was our Moorish brother, and the issue that I have with the Moors is the name game. Because family, like I said, this is not me talking. If you look up the etymology of the word war, it goes back to the Greek word mavro, Mavro, which means black. It's another way of saying black. So if you're telling us not to call ourselves black, but you're calling yourself basically black, and then at the end of the day, okay, cool, Moor is a noun. Let's just go with everything you say. Moor is a noun. How does that help us, family? How does that help us? You dig? People talk about the Constitution. Obviously, in this country, they don't follow the Constitution. The Constitution says equal protection under the law. They don't follow that. So how does that help us? And that's why I always say, I don't care what you call yourself. I'm not here to try to convince people to stop calling themselves Moors. I'm not here for that. Hey, man, stop calling yourself black. Call yourself what you want to call yourself. We're dealing with white supremacists who only respect two things: the loss of life and the loss of finance. The loss of life and the loss of finance. You're not going to walk up to a cop who's about to kill you and say, hey, man, I'm a Moor. Hey, man, I'm not a color. That I haven't seen it. Now, if somebody can show me, because we have a lot of Moors who always talking about this and always talking about that, but they be in the same situations we be in. They be going to jail just like we be going to jail. We call ourselves black, they call themselves Moor, but we in the same cell. So like I said, peace to the God. And let me get somebody else on here because I don't want to get off topic, and I didn't really want to have a conversation, but shout out to the brother. The brother seems very knowledgeable. You dig? But let's get back on topic about foundational black Americans. Let me get this God on real quick. Get somebody else on. Peace, God.
Well,
Peace. How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, my bro. Good to hear from you. Thanks for allowing me onto your session.
Much respect. Much respect. What's on your mind?
I wanted to get into the specifics of the whole debate because it seems that
Instagram freezing. Because it's freezing every time. Everybody Wi-Fi signal can't be bad. Everybody Wi-Fi signal can't be bad. So this might just be
I'm across
Instagram
the
freezing.
world. I'm in UK, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Much respect. Much respect to the brothers in the UK. Brothers and sisters in the UK. It keeps freezing. Go ahead. But what's on your mind? Talk to me real quick so we can go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just wanted to know the specifics of the whole argument. So I'm learning foundational black Africans. Is that what they're talking about?
Foundational black Americans. That's the word.
Sorry, foundational black Americans.
Foundational black Americans.
And there was an argument about Tariq Nasheed disrespecting someone verbally and making it seem like there's division.
Right,
Is
right.
that the gist? Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, that's the gist of the argument. That's what people are upset. That's what people are mad about.
And you know when I understand, but if the other day in Nigeria they found like 111 bodies with heads and hands and feet cut off,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that's a problem. You know what I mean? I
Right,
was
right.
wanting to know, like, in this situation, was anyone like was actually hurting people? Was there like armies of people that are willing to go to war over this? It was actually a problem that people needed to be so aggressive about, you know, and just being mature about it. You know what I mean?
You talking about as far as people talking about going to war over the foundation of Black Americans?
Yeah, because the way people
Wow.
were talking is like they're
Yeah.
ready,
And let me
they're
let
ready
me
to go to war.
right, right. And let me answer your question, brother. I'm gonna get you off of here real quick so I don't keep freezing, but I'll answer your question when I go back. Peace. Appreciate your question, brother.
Bless, bro.
And the brother brought up a great point. Check it out, family, because it's a lot of people who've been sending me death threats. They've been talking about when they see me, they gonna hit me. And you know, I never worried about any of that type of stuff because I know how I move and I move militarily. You know what I'm saying? But people are acting like foundational Black Americans. Let me show you something. Because I invited this queen on. She didn't come on. She didn't want to come on. This is her. Now, this is somebody who claims to be a Pan-Africanist. Now, she was on my case. She's been trolling under my things and things like that. Damn, and oh shit, the thing is in the way. But if you look at the third paragraph or the third stanza, she says, this guy and the rest of FBA are more than they're like Confederate flag carrying terrorists. That's what it says behind the screen. You can't see it. But these are the people who claim to be Pan-Africanists. They're calling us terrorist groups. She's comparing us to the Confederacy. She's comparing us to the Confederacy. And this is somebody who claims to be a Pan-Africanist. This is somebody who claims to be for our people. You see what I'm saying? But she's comparing FBA and ADOS, because some people call our lineage ADOS, American descendants of slaves. She's comparing us to the. And here you have a group of people, foundational Black Americans, the people who helped to build this country, who did build this country. We start identifying with our lineage, and now all of a sudden we're a. This is why, going back to the brother who first called on, he might have been the second or third brother who talked about unity. I can't unify with somebody like that. If you think my lineage is a terrorist group, I can't unify with that. I can't unify with that, family. You dig? I can't unify with that. And see, a lot of people who are mad at me, they are projecting their hatred for foundational Black Americans on me. Because you can't find one video of me saying all immigrants are coons. That immigrants, they're a terrorist group. I never said that. Now we get on the immigrant coons, the coon class that comes over here. But I've never said that, family. Neither has Tariq ever. I've never heard him say that. If he said that, I would denounce him. I was like, oh, bro, you tripping. You see what I'm saying? But this is what people do. They project their self-hatred on us. They project their self-hatred on us. You see what I'm saying? They project their self-hatred on us. Now all of us are terrorist groups because we simply are identifying with a lineage. This is the Pan-Africanism, y'all. And their favorite go-to line, anybody who disagrees with them is an agent. They're a sellout. You see what I'm saying? That's why we can't fall for the con games. Your brother Chase is telling you right now. And you can go on www, like I said, www.officialfba.com, family. Please go read the site. You go on there, it tells you the details of foundational Black Americans. How do you know if you're a foundational Black American? It tells you the three groups that are foundational Black Americans, that came to be foundational Black Americans, I should say. So it's clear. It's clear at the end of the day. He said fast. Absolutely. Shout out to the brothers and sisters. People act like we're committing genocide against immigrants. You see what I'm saying? People act like we're committing genocide against immigrants. And let me also say something, because people got mad at my video talking about roasting is a part of our culture. It is a part of our culture. Foundational Black Americans, we roast people. And See, what we're not going to allow brothers and sisters to do, especially this coon class, is they want to play dumb. See, you have immigrants that started World Star Hip Hop. They know about our roasting culture. You participate in it. World Star Hip Hop is more than roasting. World Star Hip Hop got fights. They're showing all type of images of derogatory black people. People in a bad position, people getting beat up, people getting roasted. But then when we roast them, they act like, oh my God, what type of culture is this? It's the same culture you use to start World Star Hip Hop. That was started by a Haitian immigrant. Okay? Shade Room, a straight gossip site. Shade Room will post images and videos of people like Quando, Rondo, and King Von going at it, which led to the brother King Von's death. But then to peace, then they don't post nothing about that. That's run by immigrants. You know our culture. You participate in the culture. You did? See, they participate in the culture. See, the problem is, family, when we start getting on them and we start talking about them in their home country, just jokingly and roasting, going back and forth, then they want to, oh my God, Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism. No disrespect to the Haitian brothers and sisters, no disrespect to any immigrants, but I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. You did? I'm just letting you know. I think Stokely was from the Caribbeans, I believe. Stokely was from the Caribbeans, I believe. But this is the stuff we have to deal with. Then people want to act like, oh my God, roasting. You can't talk about his hairline. That's disrespectful. We don't do that. Stop. You create sites. Your people and immigrants who come to this country create sites like World Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout, The Shade Room. You have Caribbean immigrants or descendants of Caribbean immigrants like Deezus and Mero, who all they sit up here and do is this fake black Ebonic accent. Talking this fake foundational black American accent. But then when we start roasting, oh my God, Pan-Africanism, brother, Pan-Africanism. No, MBK, you're going to get that work too. You're going to get that work too. It's all fun and games. See, it's all fun and games when they do it. Hey, man, they say this is black culture. Then we do it to them. Oh my God, Pan-Africanism, brother. No. We can't do that. We can't do that. You did? We can't do that. Let me get some more people on live. If you want to speak your speech. Hold on, let me see something. So I haven't seen. Okay, brother, I haven't seen any of the brothers and sisters that said they were gonna come on here. I think this brother wants to go live. Yeah, man, we got to keep it real, bro. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal at the end of the day. Peace, God. I can't hear you, brother.
I can't hear you at all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you at all, man. But
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I just wanted to piggyback off of what you just said here. I mean, if you can hear me, it's good. I'll just keep talking. Keep talking? All right, cool. Yeah, man. Look, as American black, all right, I'm from here. Okay.
I can't hear you. Okay. You, brother. Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You good? You good? Yeah, man. As a native, I want to say I'm from here, so I don't know. There was just a lot that was just said, so I'm kind of just lost. Ever since the more brother talked, and it just confused a bunch of stuff, and that's my issues with the Moors. And I don't want to. I want to suggest a video by somebody else, but I want to ask you if that's okay. There's a dude named Young Pharaoh that talks about he has a conversation with a Moor. It's very, very fair. check that video. I suggest anybody else because it's long, it's fair. He allows everybody to talk. If you got a question about the Moors, I want to move forward from that. But just check that out. But as far as we go, we are the ones that built this country here, American black people. Civil rights was for every man. That's the thing about civil rights. It was not selfish. That was for every non-white that was being brutalized. My mother and my father are from the South. We're from this country, so I could tell you firsthand how we just got done dirty here. And America knows. They still have that 3/3 of a person on the books for a reason. Words matter to the white people. It matters to them. So they could say it doesn't matter. And when Obama, yeah, he did help out a lot of immigrants here, but for the for the American people here, it was very, very little that he did. And I believe that that was by design. So the movement has to be for us. We have the right to be selfish for once in our life. This is the argument that I have had with the older black generation, the baby boomers, I'll say. Because I always said, why can't we do something that's for us? No, we have to include some white people, some gay people. That's what they was always told us up until George Floyd and the protesting and the rioting of this year. That generation, I talked to them, and then they really looked at this and said, okay, you guys go. But up until then, they always said we had to include others. Every other race got theirs from being selfish. So I know it may sound harsh to some people just by in the title of it, but the fact of the matter is we have that right now. It's been over 400 years of us having the lashes on our back. We was hanging by trees. As we was hanging by those trees, they used garden tools to knock our dicks in the dirt. Let's just be real about it. There's another video by the director, Bill Dukes, I think his name. He talked about the first book he read about how it had pictures of the postcards of how they brutalized and tortured the black people and they traumatized. Took pictures, postcards. This is Bill Duke. This is an old, he's a film director, black film director. Check all this out yourself because I don't want it to go in and out and everything else.
Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate you calling in.
I don't want to take up a bunch of time, but I want to say if you got a question about the Moors, check out that video by Young Pharaoh. That's another pure American. He has no other country he could claim. He has no place he could run to, and that's the difference here. So when we include the other people, I'm not saying that it doesn't include them, but at the same time, we're talking about us right now. Do we not have that right? And it's not something else. It's when you study the history and how it all started, and the brother said a lot. I mean, I don't want to run through it the way he did with the with the whole Portuguese, and they started with the boats and selling and trading us, and they was dropping off people in the Caribbeans and crossbreeding and all that stuff. We ended up here. Aside from all that, people ended up where they ended up. Some people ended up in the Caribbean. Some people ended up as far as Brazil, where they retired and kept the families or whatever. We got here. We got the worst treatment. We got the really lynch. Okay, we got the mental restrictions too that they put on us as well. They're still and let me tell you how close it is. 2 generations deep. My mother directly picked cotton. She didn't pick it as a slave being beat. She picked it for a little bit of money, but she still picked cotton.
Sharecropper.
That's how far it actually goes. 1 generation. 1. For some of us, unless you got a bunch of young grandmothers and whatever, but so we got the right to do this for us at some point. Some point. Because I looked up histories of my direct grandfather. It says he was beat so badly. And this is just all the black people of the South. When you go to the Georgias, the Carolinas, those people are still here.
Right. Okay? I got you, brother. Let me get somebody else, though. I'm trying to reach you. I got you. I'm going to appreciate it, though.
You got me? Come back?
I got you. Brother was getting a little long-winded, but we got the gist of what the good brother was saying. Brother was getting a little long-winded, but you dig? We got the gist of what the good brother was saying, and that's fact. At the end of the day, family, this is what it's about. It's about respect. We respect everybody else's lineage. I wouldn't say that we had it the worst. I wouldn't say that. I don't want to compare Holocaust, but I would say this, that we have a unique history here in the United States of America that only foundational Black Americans know about in this country. Not saying that your lineage weren't enslaved or weren't beat and things like that. You did, but we have a unique history and relationship with this country. We have a unique history and relationship with this country. You dig? And it's about respect at the end of the day. Respect for us has been optional in the past. See, people put it's optional if you want to respect a foundational Black American or not. No. We're not doing that anymore. And we're not going to allow you to use Pan-Africanism as a shield of that, because that's what people try to do. You want to disrespect us. You want to troll. You want to make threats in the comment section. And then when it's time to, when we start calling you out for it, when we start roasting you for it, now all of a sudden you want to play the Pan-Africanist card. We can't do that anymore, brothers and sisters. We can't do that anymore. Let me get some more people on here. Get my brother J.D. Jones on here. Peace, God.
Yo, King Chase.
Peace, God. How you doing?
Peace, brother. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Let me just say, first of all, I am the child of Jamaican immigrants.
Respect.
And I also consider myself a staunch Pan-Africanist.
Right.
And I want to talk about where the divide comes from and where that energy Tariq Nasheed had comes from. And, you know, the truth, how I see it is that Black immigrants, they have jealousy, right? There's jealousy about the claim that you have on this land, because it reminds them that they left the claim that they had on their land.
Respect.
Right? It reminds them that the only reason that they're even welcomed into this country is because of what y'all went through and what y'all did.
And that's unfortunate.
And that puts them in a position of inferiority. So whether it's subconscious or purposely, they will sabotage the unity that y'all have expressed. Like what y'all have done in the last 10 years, it hasn't been seen in any of these other countries. The way y'all have come together with consciousness and enlightenment, right?
Right.
Imagine that you sitting in a foreign country, you're Black, and you're in a Black country, and you see on the TV and on the radio all the abuse during the civil rights era and before, the lynchings and that, and you say to yourself, oh yeah, I want to go to that country. What the mind of a Black person that sees those things and says that, oh yeah, that's the place that I think I should go to.
Right.
That means they already have programmed themselves not to see white supremacy as an enemy.
Right.
And your unification, your empowerment as FBA, it threatens their position under white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the disrespect, like you said, the option of respecting FBA,
Mm-hmm.
it's always been like that. And maybe even if that dude that Tariq was talking to wasn't deserving of it, there's been an accumulation of frustration just dealing with all these different immigrants that just keep disrespecting. So it's going to come out aggressively.
Right.
Obviously, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing, brother. This is the thing. You know, like I know, you said you're from a Jamaican lineage. I could never go to Jamaica and do what some of the coon class do here. I would be hanging from a tree somewhere. They don't play that. You see what I'm saying? They don't even play about little things like homosexuality. They don't even like that. They'll kill you off of that. Now, disrespecting people who came and paved the way, like Queen Annie of the Maroons, the Marcus Garveys of the world, they don't play about that in other countries. You don't have African Americans that are equivalent to Kamala Harris in Jamaica, who brag about being the top cop, who locking brothers up, who come from an immigrant background and shit on the people who built the land. You see what I'm saying? You don't have that. And that's what brothers and sisters don't understand. You don't have that in other countries. I can't move to Nigeria, disrespect Nigerians, call them all type of names, Akata and this and that, and then become the vice president of Nigeria. That's unheard of. That's unheard of, brother. You see what I'm saying? People can't even make the examples, but when we say this, people don't understand it. And they don't look at it that way. We are the most, like I said, when people talk about Pan-Africanism, that's why I don't like when they try to use that, because when it comes to tangibles, we have been the biggest Pan-Africanists by far. You see what I'm saying? By allowing people to come here, letting them eat off us. Understand, foundational Black Americans, we have crumbs, and we've been sharing those crumbs when we ain't have nothing. You see what I'm saying? Brother, go ahead and get your business popping, and we'll go ahead and support. So what you're saying is spot on, brother. And I think a lot of that, like I say, I don't agree with everything Tariq says, but on this note, I think he's spot on. He's spot on, man, because it's something that's necessary. And like I say, we're not talking about all immigrants. We're talking about the coon class. And that's something we have to correct, because obviously there hasn't been enough back push from the immigrants that come over that's good, destroying these coon class immigrants. You see what I'm saying? So now we have to do it.
Yeah, I want to remind y'all, man, y'all do have allies. You know what I'm saying?
Much respect.
It's not all of us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And in order for somebody to qualify as an ally, I feel like they got to tell you what is the mutual benefit of their struggle. And as a Pan-Africanist, I feel like if y'all get reparations in America, that's going to be the chip that falls that sets the examples for reparations all around this world, and that's in the diaspora. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This country is the center. This is the womb of white supremacy. This is where, if it gets destroyed, it's going to topple it everywhere else. And FBA is the Black people who understand white supremacy better than any others, I believe.
Much respect.
And this, I'm in a fight with y'all. I'm not eligible for reparations with y'all, but guess what? I'll never work for white people again. I'll never send my kids to a school with white people. If y'all get in the power position y'all supposed to be in, that's going to bring the whole diaspora up.
Right. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, because we're already intertwined. We've been able to do what we do on crumbs. You see what I'm saying? We've been able to build Black Wall Streets with no help, with nothing at all, even though they've been burned down and things of that nature. So when we win as foundational Black Americans, everybody wins. All Black people who come here win. Black people, like you say, around the world, it sets the example. You see what I'm saying? That's why we cheering hard for our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean to get that check from England, because we plan on getting that one day too. You see what I'm saying? Because it was England who was controlling before 1776, and we ain't forgot about that either. You know what I'm saying? And that sets the precedent for brothers and sisters in West Africa to get their goods out of the British Museum that they're holding today. You see what I'm saying? All that wealth, all that resources. So let's a trickle down effect. It ain't about us hating any group of people. Like I said, I view myself as a Pan-Africanist. I just come from an FBA lineage. You see what I'm saying? And I think proof of that would be my page, for example. We talk about global African history. If I didn't like Africans outside the diaspora, I wouldn't even talk about it. You know, you got some brothers who, unfortunately, they don't talk about anything that deals with outside the United States. You see what I'm saying? But that's not me. So I think the proof is in the pudding. But like I say, man, great call, brother. We appreciate you. Like I said, we rock with you. We rock with all our brothers and sisters who had a warrior mindset. You see what I'm saying? It's not personal. We would never go and jump in you guys' affairs when you're trying to get business done. That's just not us. You see what I'm saying? But much respect, God.
Yeah, King Chase.
Yes, sir.
Holla.
That was our brother from Jamaica. Oh, yeah, not just England. We coming for them all now, family. And like the brother said, he brought up a good point, and people don't understand that. If you're eating off of us, if you're a non-foundational Black American and you're eating off of us now in our lineage, what you think gonna happen when we get reparations? We're gonna take that back to the hood. We're gonna take that back to the hood, and you're gonna eat even more. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna eat even more. So I don't understand how you could be against reparations for foundational Black Americans. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand how you could be against it. I want to see my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean can win, so we can see the blueprint that work. Okay, how did they get reparations? What's the fine details of these reparations? You see what I'm saying? We want to see that happen. We're not against any brothers and sisters. I want to see my brothers and sisters in Benin get their Benin bronze back out of the British Museum. That is theirs. I'm begging for that. I want that bad for them. You see what I'm saying? I'm not over there, man, why y'all asking the white man for something? See, the problem is you not getting your Benin bronze back because you not Beninian. You really a Moor. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. You see what I'm saying? So these are things we have to understand, family. Let me get somebody else in here though, real quick. Let me get somebody else in here real quick. I'm gonna get my brother Lion. Did I just get him? Let me get my brother in here real quick. Right. Yeah, we coming for it all, family. We coming for it all. This ain't no hatred. We just simply identifying with our lineage, man, and fighting for our reparations that we deserve. Okay, brother. That brother's not getting on. Okay, I guess people requesting, but it's not going through. It's not going through. It's not going through. Let me try somebody else. I guess I don't know if that's y'all line on y'all end. Let me try it again. So I'm waiting on somebody.
Yeah.
Peace, God. Peace. How you doing?
Peace and love, more. So
Peace.
first, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize on behalf of the Moors and what the other brother had going on. I know he got a little hostile,
Right.
but
I don't take it, I don't take it personal, man. I didn't have Morris curse me out before and be wanting to fight me and everything like that, man. It's just like, brother,
we're not
come
supposed
on,
to
man.
practice that. Yeah, we
Right.
supposed to practice peace and love.
Peace
That's the
and love,
opposite.
God.
So your question earlier, I wanted to go back to your question earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and skip over the Moor and Black controversy for tension reasons.
Right.
So you were asking pretty much how does nationality in this land, or were you saying how does claiming Moorish
Yeah,
affect your?
what I was essentially saying, and I've always posed this question to Moors, I think based off history, I don't think anybody can argue this. We know we're dealing with a people who don't honor constitutions. They don't honor treaties. White people have reneged on every treaty they ever signed. So why do we
Mhm.
believe that classifying as Moors and tying ourselves to certain treaties is going to do anything for us? Where's the end goal in that? So that's the question I was asking.
Um, Two things you have to realize that Moors are in love with when it comes down to law and civics. These are like our most prized trophies.
For real though.
Even I have courtroom experience with these treaties.
Mm.
You bring up the Peace and Friendship Treaty. That is a treaty that George Washington and other Freemasons signed with some Bays and L's for this land for us to have birthrights here.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of the court system, and they see these names attached to us. Of course, they're not just going to give you a free pass because your name is this. Of course, Moors are in jail because they didn't go through the proper process. They didn't do
Mm-hmm.
the proper studying. They just tried to change their name and thought it was going to change overnight. But when you follow the proper process and protocol that is put in place by the international government that help that holds responsible the country, did you know you have power enough to charge a judge if they're not listening to you? The first thing you want to hit them with is the 14th Amendment. You want to be like, are you familiar with the 14th Amendment? Because that amendment protects so many indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
It says that we have rights and immunities and privileges that some people of other legal statuses may not have because unfortunately they may choose to identify with that, and I don't hold nothing against anybody who
identifies himself as black. It's a choice at the end of the day.
Respect, respect.
I chose to become a Moor. I didn't, you see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna force it down nobody's throat. But that's just our prize trophies when it comes down to law and civics, because that friendship treaty has never been broken since it was signed, and it got re-signed by Barack Obama, which I'm glad the brother did bring that up. But yeah, I have courtroom experience on both of those, and I just wanted to answer that question for you, and I hope I did answer the question.
Right.
I hope
One thing I would say, brother, I appreciate your calmness. That's very rare in Moorish brothers. I'm telling you, man, y'all are some of the most, I wouldn't say, I hate to use the word hostile, but it's just
you're right,
it's
brother.
it's it's almost, and I try to tell them, it's become almost like a cult where if you don't agree, I mean, like they'll damn near try to kill you for not agreeing with them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's not
saying?
gonna
So, and I don't think anybody can be about black power and you talking about harming a brother for disagreeing with you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Only thing I would say to that, and I've heard more say this, take it to a higher court, or maybe even I heard more say take it to the international court, the
Mm-hmm.
UN, and they talked about, oh, that's what Malcolm was trying to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I'm a fan of what I've seen work. Now, if you can show me situations where
Mm-hmm.
Moors in large numbers have gone to international court, say, and
Mm-hmm.
charge the United States with something, then I'll say, man, that's worth paying attention to. But I haven't seen it personally, and I've seen where the UN, the United
Mm-hmm.
Nations is a buffer class for white supremacy at this point. They don't do anything against European nations robbing and stealing from black nations. They don't do anything. They sit by. They just made Zimbabwe pay reparations to
Mm-hmm.
the white colonizing farmers who came there and colonized the land because they overthrew them and kicked them out the land. That's the UN. The UN has set by they used to be called the League of Nations, I believe. They set by and watch people like in the Italian fascists and Mussolini destroy
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopia, kill the Falasha peoples, and did nothing for 3-4 years at a time. So I don't trust the UN. I don't trust international courts. They act as a shield for white supremacy. You see what I'm saying? They'll sit up
Uh-huh.
there and allow African artifacts to sit in European museums and don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything. They allow black people to be slaughtered in mass numbers and don't do anything. So I have no faith in us going to any international court, which is
Right.
international white people, because again, to me, the system is white supremacy, which is a
Right.
global system, and them
Mm-hmm.
punishing one of their own. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, I'll say this last thing, brother, and I cut you loose. I don't want to take up too much time.
Right.
It's more, another thing I have come to realize is the court systems are run by secret societies, if I
Mm-hmm.
may.
Mm-hmm.
You know about the Black Boule. We know about the Freemasons.
Right.
We know about so as what I'm going to say next is going to I'm going to have to correlate it. Moors know one thing that a lot of people do not know, and that is the simple secret that masonry is our birthright.
And I
So
agree
if
with that. I
if
agree with
all
that.
else goes wrong in the courtroom, and you are Moor and a Mason, which I happen to be,
Mm-hmm.
then you can at least bail out on the Mason side. You can at
Right.
least be okay. Because that's one thing that white people have to listen to, because there's so many Masons in the country. And by oath, in certain degree, they must help each other out, even in death. Even if
Mm-hmm.
it means that I gotta put my life on the line for this brother to get his ass safe. They gotta do it by oath. Because if they break that oath, it's off with their head. That's why on their feds they have that sword and that head. But
Mm-hmm.
our feds are plain, ours is 360 degrees, the crown of your head. Theirs, it stops. It can't freely spin.
Mm-hmm.
So the Moors are on top of the pyramid, but that doesn't mean they're on top of corruption, conspiracy.
Right.
It's different
Right.
pyramids to look at. But
Right.
I just have to respectfully say that and obligate in and everything. I'm not disagreeing with you. We all just research.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
nobody don't nobody really know the complete truth, because if you did, trust me,
Right. Right,
I
right.
see first in the comments, it's the third degree, the Master Mason degree. And
Respect.
I dropped that in that brother's DM. But I'm gonna hop off your live right now.
Much respect, God, man. I appreciate your positive dialogue. Like I say, I can have a conversation with anybody. Like I say, we just got to keep it respectful. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? At
yeah.
the end of the day, and allow each other to speak. But I'm definitely going to do more research. DM me, some things you want me to research. Because like I say, man, I'm for Black Power at the end of the day. I want to
Oh
see
yeah.
my people win. I want to see us from underneath the boot of white supremacy. I don't give a damn if I got to call myself a Moor from Turtle Island. You see what I'm saying? If that's
Yeah.
going to give us some actual tangible benefits, I'm all with it, brother. I'm not ego driven.
Study,
But much
brother.
respect.
Just study.
Much
Just
respect,
study
God.
before you
Yes,
just
sir.
study.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get CJ in here. CJ's been asking to get in here. Shout out to the brother CJ. Let me get CJ in here. He's been asking to get in.
Yeah, what's
Peace, God.
that?
Peace. I can't.
Hey,
You breaking up. You breaking up.
you let me know.
I,
You can't hear me.
yeah, I got you. I got you. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Shorty, I be seeing you, and you be trying like rocking though. You hear me? Like you be trying like spitting some shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? Like yeah, I be saying that. You hear me? Like
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. You hear me? Hey, but look though. All that shit. Hey, Slim. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
I asked my peoples, right?
You
I
see?
asked my great. No, not my great. I'm lying. I ain't gonna say my great. I asked my grandmother. I was like, grandmama, when the fuck we hear about slavery and all that shit? She said, shit, the TV? I don't know about that. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Is the book like or what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know about nothing of this shit. So I'm like, I think somebody lying here, man. I don't know what's going on. But what I'm saying is, shit crazy out here, Slim. Like, look, my granddaddy had a big on hand. You hear me? So I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you. I don't know. So, I don't think, I don't want no flag. I don't know what the fuck going on. And look, I ain't shit like my great granddaddy did. He did the most. That nigga was selling cows, chickens, horses, and all this shit to crackers. I ain't none of that. But what I'm saying is, I'm like, it's supposed to be segregation and all this shit, but he did all this shit. He put 3 motherfuckers through college and all that. The fuck? How he do that with his own money?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm just like, Slim, I never believed the story. I'm just like, I don't know, man. My family was different. I don't know. I really don't know.
Hey,
I'm telling the truth, Slim.
Hey, much respect, God. Much respect, man. Hey, man, you gotta lay out that cancer stick, though, OG.
Hey, dog, you right though.
Look.
Dog,
Right, man. Just listen, man.
They got their little vices and shit. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, but look, at the end of the day, I'm still rocking with your movement.
Most respect, God.
And I'm still listening to. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just stronger than you brothers. You hear me? I'm still listening to y'all, but I'm getting stronger. I still got some other shit in my motherfucking mind.
Right.
It's just like that. So I'm gonna be like that. I see you, brother, but at the same time, I'm ready to stab a nigga. I was on my life. You hear me?
Okay. Hey.
Fucking time out. It is what it is. But be safe though. You hear me? Be safe.
Appreciate you, God.
All right, for sure.
Hey, shout out to our brother CJ, man. Shout out to our brother CJ. Somebody said entertainment break. Shout out to the brother CJ, man. You dig? Listen, everybody got a role to play. My brother said he riding for me, though, at the end of the day. Everybody got a role to play, and that's what we got to understand. See, in times of war, family, you're going to have generals, you're going to have soldiers, and you're going to have the president. You dig? Everybody got to play a role, bro. Everybody got to play a role. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You dig? Ain't nothing wrong with playing a role, family. At the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with playing a role. Yeah, that brother was funny. That brother was high as a kite. That nigga was floating online. That nigga was floating online. You dig? That nigga was floating online. Shout out to that brother. That cancer stick dangerous, man. Y'all gotta drop that cancer stick. But hey, it take brothers time sometimes. Shit, it's taking me time to get off this pork, family. Shit, I'm still on the pork. Now watch, niggas gonna screen record this. Man, that nigga Chase, man, he talking all that foundational black American shit. That nigga eat pig. He an agent. Niggas call you an agent about anything. Niggas call you an agent about anything. They find out you eat bacon. Oh, that nigga eating a white man bacon. I bet you the agents give him that government bacon. He get it for free. Nigga, shut up. Shut up. Niggas will cancel you. We live in that cancel culture. Yeah, I enjoy talking to brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? That's you remind me of some of my homies I used to hang out with, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. Niggas will cancel you off anything now. Niggas cancel me off the video about some Tariq said. I ain't even say it. Tariq said the shit. Tariq was roasting somebody. I said ain't nothing wrong with the roast. Whew. They start bucking their eyes. You canceled. You canceled, you Akata. Shit. Damn, I thought we were all brothers. I thought we were all brothers. Yeah, man. This shit get crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. Niggas hear one thing they don't like, they start making up all type of shit. Telling you, man. Some of y'all brothers gotta stop. You know, they always say every time I get some pork, you know, hey, brother, what kind of sandwich is that, brother? Hey, as soon as you about to take a bite, you be, hey, what kind of sandwich is that, brother? Is that pig, brother? Oh, brother, let me tell you, the pig is a filthy beast. Oh, shit, I lost my appetite now. You did? Right. And that's another thing. And they keep ignoring that fact. The first dude Tariq was roasting, he was on Tariq's live the other night. They cool, bro. Niggas want taking that sweet. Listen, we know as foundational black Americans, niggas can hype up all this shit all they want to. They can get mad about this all they want to. And my soldiers know, even if you're from an immigrant background, shit, some of the best roasters are brothers and sisters from Jamaica, the brothers and sisters from immigrant backgrounds. You see what I'm saying? Michael Blacksons. These niggas will roast the shit out your ass. You see what I'm saying? They'll roast the mess out of you, bro. And y'all over here talking about Tariq went too hard? Man, please. You talking about the brother's hairline? Come on, man. That's light. That's light. And that brother, and he knew that. He didn't take that personal. He was on Tariq's live the other day. He was like, hey, man, you know, he was on there laughing and giggling. You dig? Hairline still messed up. Yeah, man. Oh, that was light work. That was light work, family. Yeah, I ain't gonna be on here too much longer though, man. I really wanted to get the dialogue. I haven't seen though any of the people who were talking crazy in the comment section. I haven't seen them on the live. Let me double check. I haven't seen any of these brothers and sisters on the live. It was a lot of people talking crazy. They were going off on me in the comment section. When I see you, I'ma chin check you. Oh, they were gangsters. They were internet warriors. And then when you ask them to, hey, let's talk it out, brother, let's get on the live. No, I don't do all that talking shit. Nigga, you talking in the comment section. You on my personal, they were on my personal page. Hey man, this is what you said back in 2016. Look, you a fraud. Okay, brother, get on live. Stop running. You dig? Stop running, nigga. Just have the conversation. See, a lot of people, family, they don't want to put a face on the BS they be saying. That's why I respect brothers and sisters. If you get on live, put a face to the BS you be talking about. Because anybody can run in the comment section and say something stupid. You dig? Put a face on it. Put a face on it. You dig? Man, bro, people, y'all will be crazy just to look at the DMs I be getting. People talking about it. When they see me, they on me. I ain't never been worried about that. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm a soldier. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been worried about that. But it's just funny how people you identifying with a lineage, you saying foundational black Americans, you saying, hey, somebody getting roasted is somebody getting roasted, and they go crazy on you. They go crazy on you. You dig? They go crazy on you. All for asking for respect. That's all we asking for, family. All we asking for is respect. We already said that all immigrants aren't coons. We talking to the coon class, but that's all we asking for is respect, family. You dig? Much respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no leader. I'm not no leader. I'm just a black man in America, a young brother, 25 years old. And, you know, I'm a soldier. You know, I'm going to stay solid to my last day. I'm going to stay solid to my last day. I wouldn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. You dig? I'm staying solid, bro. That's just me. And I got to stand on what I believe in and the ancestors that came before me. You dig? And I respect all black people across the world. Let's be clear on that. I want you, because a lot of y'all like to screen record my videos and post it on your page and post the part where I'm going in without giving context. Post the part where I'm saying I pay homage to all the black people around the world. And that's why I take great pride in writing The Voice of the Ancestors, like you see behind me, The Voice of the Ancestors series. Because we're talking about global African history. You dig? We're talking about global African history. You dig? I just like to say I'm an influential person. I don't like to call myself a leader, because see, when you start calling yourself a leader, then they want to start targeting you. They're going to target me anyway. I mean, can't avoid that. You dig? But yeah, that's what it is. Let me get some people in here. Let me get a brother in here again real quick. I might do one after this one. I'm gonna do one more live. Then I'm gonna get off of here, family. I got some business to handle. Peace, God.
Peace, God. How's it going, man? How's it
I'm
going?
doing good, brother. How about yourself? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm down here in South Carolina, bro.
Much respect, God. Much respect.
Respect, man. Shit, I was gonna talk to you about the Tariq Nasheed shit.
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
Because it's sad that, you know, a lot of our brothers and sisters don't know how much work Tariq has put in over the years with Hidden Colors, man. Hidden Colors. I mean, it's crazy because it was just like a couple months ago. My ass was asleep. I ain't know shit.
Right.
So I'm like, it's funny as shit how you wake the fuck up, you immediately start learning shit. Like, you know, it's a blessing when you get to learn about queens like Queen Nzinga, kings like Shaka Zulu, and all these other kings. And that's why we have a lot of problems, because, you know, we don't know our history, man.
Right.
We don't know our history, and that's why a lot of these folks, you know, they don't never tell us about our civilizations we had. You can't even name some of the civilizations because we had too many.
Right.
Not only in Africa, but across the planet, bro. Like, you know, we talking down there in Mexico, you got the Aztecs and the Olmecs and the Mayans.
Right.
Those people were black, by the way. We know them motherfuckers was black.
Right.
I mean, you got the ancient Persia. They don't talk about that. That was a black civilization. You got Peru. I believe the Peruvian kingdom, I believe that was a black kingdom. I think you talk about that in Hidden Colors.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, it's just, I like how people come for brother Tariq Nasheed and they don't know how much work he's put in. I'm like, bro, just go watch some of his films and then you'll understand, like, oh, okay, this is why he goes hard on some coons and some of our people, because he wants you to wake the fuck up.
Right.
Y'all don't understand how, you know, how much stress it is, you know, when you try to tell some Negroes, you know, about their history, and then they go off like, man, you on that Hotep shit, man, you know, change this shit, you know. No one want to watch this shit. Like, I had one of my family members do that shit to me the other day when I had on Hidden Colors 2. You know, Hidden Colors 2 goes in on everything, you know, how we were the first in America.
That's, in my opinion, that's the best Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors 2 is the best one.
Yeah. Because then it also goes in on religion.
Right.
Because you had Dr. Anthony Browder and Dr. Kaba. Dr. Kaba's in pretty much all Tariq's films.
Right.
But Dr. Kaba's really, him and Dr. Anthony Browder and Dr. Phil really go in on that.
Right.
So it's like, it's just, I like how people come for Brother Tariq Nasheed and don't understand how much stuff he's done.
Right. And you know, at the end of the day, I tell people this all the time, man. At the end of the day, whenever we got to understand, for a lot of our people, unfortunately, any form of success makes you an agent. It makes you a sellout, even if you ain't did nothing. So, because I hear a lot of people when they talk about Tariq, unfortunately, they start bringing up his money, how much money he making. Man, that nigga pimping the community. It's like, okay, if he worked for white people, you'll be saying he's an agent for white people. But now that he sells something that's black culture to black people, now that's a problem. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, you got to understand your people. Like, I understand if I ever become as big as Tariq, people gonna call me agents. I'm gonna see 100 videos on YouTube. People who ain't never met me, they gonna find anything, man. That nigga Chase went to Jacksonville State. That's a mostly white school. That nigga an agent. It's just gonna be all type. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be all type of silly stuff. We gotta understand that's what come with the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what come with the game at the end of the day, you know, and it's just crazy, and people underestimate the value that Tariq has brought to the community. How can you know what I'm saying? You mad at this brother? You can cancel this brother because he roasted somebody with all he's done to the community. And that's why I always say too, brother, Martin Luther King, everybody got a Martin Luther King shirt, a Malcolm shirt. Man, they would have been the biggest criticizers of them niggas. They would have been their biggest haters if they were alive. If Malcolm said one thing most of these Negroes disagreed with, man, they would have been, oh, that nigga Malcolm canceled. That nigga Malcolm a sellout. Malcolm met with the KKK. Oh, they would have had a field day with that. Twitter would have had a field day with that. That nigga Malcolm met with the KKK. Dr. King, everybody would have been a sellout. So people only appreciate you, bro, at the end of the day when you dead. But that just will come with the game, man.
Yeah, and that's a fact. I like how people talk about, talking about Nipsey Hussle. I ask, like, people don't listen to, people don't, they don't really listen to Nip music, but they just like, they listen to niggas like NBA Youngboy. These niggas talk about how, these niggas talk to you, oh man, you should live in the streets, but they niggas don't talk to you what happens in them jail cells.
Right.
They'll tell you about them streets, but they don't talk to you about what happens behind the scenes. And I saw that was like a meme somebody came out, like, NBA Youngboy be telling y'all all this shit in his song, but he don't tell you how it really is up in here.
Right.
See, that's the problem, man. I'm a young brother. I'm 20. I'm in junior college right now, playing football, doing my thing.
I was there.
And,
I was there.
So I'm chilling, and I'm one of those people where I just don't go to one person. I get my information from everybody, especially a lot from your page, man. I get it from Tariq.
Much respect.
I follow a lot of pages, man, because I wasn't following these shits like a couple months ago. My ass was out here fucking following shit like, Megan Thee Stallion and shit. And when you woke the fuck up, you realize, like, hold on, man, this ain't the right people to follow. I start unfollowing and then refollowing the right people.
Yeah.
You can't be out here, because I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like, some of our people, you try to give them, jewels and how to wake up, tell them about their history. And I feel like some of them don't want to hear it because they realize, okay, once you wake up, you have a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You got a responsibility to, to act a certain way. When you tell them about that, Jesus and the devil never existed, then they be like, no, Lord, what you talking about, man? Jesus existed. He died for our sin. They start bucking their eyes and doing all this shit. Right. I'm like, because they'll realize, like, hold on, this shit's not true. That means, damn, I'm gonna have to start taking responsibility for my own actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was a grown ass man. There ain't no way you believing in fairy tales, nigga. That shit is just like saying Santa Claus is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? We old shit. It's time to get out them stories now. It's time to grow up.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
It's
like I say, much respect, God, though. I gotta get some more people on here real quick. But much respect, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, I was your age. I'm talking like I'm really an old head, but I'm 25. So you ain't nothing but 5 years younger than me. But, man, keep striving, man, for the wisdom, knowledge, and information. And thank the ancestors, because a lot of people don't wake up till they 50, 60 years old. They on their deathbed before they realize simple stuff like the Egyptians were black. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, man, count your blessings, man, and keep striving for knowledge.
Yo, man, I can't wait, to team up with you one day, hopefully, bro.
Much respect, God. Shout out to God's Athlete 21. Yeah, man, and we got to understand this, family. We ain't got no leaders, man. Tariq is not my leader. I'm not your leader. This is a leaderless movement. And there's power in a leaderless movement. Stop calling people your leaders, because you look at them almost like Jesus to a certain degree. See, a lot of y'all have thrown out the white Jesus and replaced it with a black one. That ain't no better. Because you still have that savior mentality. So the moment your savior says something you don't like, then you cancel him and go look for another savior. You got to save yourself. This is a leaderless movement. You dig? And that's what's going to take us over the top, because you know what? If a brother like me one day gets knocked off, I ain't nobody leader. The movement don't stop. You see what I'm saying? The movement don't stop. We keep pushing, keep striving, because Chase won our leader. We all the leaders. I'm my own leader. So the knowledge, wisdom, and information don't stop. See, what we went wrong in the 60s, everybody was pushing Malcolm out there. Hey, Malcolm's our leader. And Malcolm got knocked off, and everybody started hiding again. Oh, shit, who the next leader? You dig? Martin is our leader. Oh, we pushing Martin out there. Okay, Martin. Martin get knocked off. Oh, damn, everybody started hiding again. See, we all on front line. We all front line when it's wartime, family. We all at war. Now, we have different positions in that war. Like I said, you have your soldiers. You have your field generals. You know what I'm saying? You have your president. You got the Secretary of Defense. You got different people who are going to play different positions, but at the end of the day, we all at war. You dig? You can't stop this movement, bro. And we're not joking about that. That's why we foundational black today. That's why we're talking about our lineage. And this makes us stronger globally as black people. Now that black people in the America have identified their lineage and their birthright, oh, that makes us strong. You see what I'm saying? That makes us strong, man. See, other nations, they send people around the country. See, Jamaica is really a Chinese colony right now. Jamaica is really a Chinese colony right now. See, China sends its people across the world to set up bases, essentially, and pipelines. We got to do the same thing. Every land is our land. Every land is our land. You see what I'm saying? So let me get one more person. Let me get one more person on the live real quick. I'm going to try to get somebody I have not talked to. Let me get somebody who wants to get on the last live. Let me go to my request. Okay, let me get one last person. I'm sorry if I can't go live with everybody. Somebody's asking, say, let me get TKO. Brother named TKO. Peace, God.
Peace.
Peace, brother. Peace, brother.
Okay, I'm not gonna show my face
Oh, come on, brother. Why you not showing your face?
just for some reason, but I just want to say African Americans are lost. You guys are Hebrews, Egyptians, Moors, Native Americans, everybody else. You don't want to be black.
Okay. That's the reason why that brother didn't want to show his face. Because he was finna say some bullshit. I told you, family, there's a correlation. People who don't want to show their face be saying some straight bullshit. What are you talking about, brother? I told you it's a correlation. I should have known when that brother said, I don't want to show my face. Oh shit, here comes some bullshit. Here come from y'all is self-hating niggas. Brother, I already knew when that brother said I don't want to show my face. Oh shit, let me sit back. This nigga finna say some crazy stuff. You dig? I respect it more if you put your face on camera. I respect it more if you put your face on camera, brother. Nah, you don't get no redos after that, dog. We didn't gave you the opportunity. After all this explaining we done did, you niggas don't want to be this, you niggas don't want to be that. And I'm telling you, come on, brother. He don't want to put a face on that bullshit. That's what he don't want his face connected to what he's saying. So when somebody see him out in public, say, hey, ain't you the brother who said X, Y, and Z? You did. Come on, brother TK. You know you funny, brother. You know you funny. You know exactly what you were doing. You know exactly what even the guy CJ came on here floating high as hell. He at least put his shit on camera. Come on now, bro. That's a reason why he didn't want to. See, I ain't even finna listen to that. After we didn't discuss this whole thing, I done made several videos about what Foundation of Black Americans stayed for. We ain't finna listen to that, man. Shout out to the family. Man, listen, family. Make sure y'all go get Voice of the Ancestors, Volume 1 and 2. Click that link in the bio ASAP. Go get that. All the people who've already ordered, we working day and night trying to get that out. I got my people helping me. And make sure you get that. You're going to get the confirmation email when he sends out. And like I say, it'll be signed at the end of the day. It'll be signed at the end of the day. Shout out to the brother TK. TKO, this nigga got knocked out and came out and started talking about other shit. Y'all, brother, y'all want to be anything. Y'all want to be anything with black. Y'all want to be anything with black. I ain't gonna put my face on camera now. I'm gonna put my face on camera. That nigga is a janitor, a nighttime janitor at a fucking middle school. Nigga, that's why that nigga didn't want to put his face on camera. Nigga, he was afraid one of the staff members might be on here. That nigga's a nighttime janitor. Now, hey, man, listen, man. Y'all niggas want to be anything with black. Tell you right now, I got the knowledge now. I got the knowledge. Use African. Use African. Nigga, finish mopping them floors, my nigga. Nah, bro, you don't get no redo, man. We done already gave you opportunity, OG. We done already gave you the opportunity. But like I said, man, I got to get out of here, family. Much love and respect. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the brothers who called in, even if you disagreed. You know, shout out to you for having a dialogue. Shout out for you for putting your face on camera. And you know, just talking that talk. But until next time, family, I'm out. Peace and black power. Go get Voice of the Ancestors Volume 1 and 2. Click that link in the bio. Oh, and one more thing. These will be on YouTube. I'm going to start back putting these lives on YouTube. So if you want the replay, you missed something, I'm going to put the lives on my YouTube page. My YouTube page is Voice of the Ancestors Chase. Voice of the Ancestors Chase. Got any more questions, DM